Hey team, wanted to make a video because I just made a video about paper, and I realized that I have been using a hanky since about 2019, and it's 2025. So it's like, oh wow, that's a long time, and I didn't even notice. I mean, I have used tissues, like in between every once in a while, but so it's not been that long of no tissues. I have used some, but um, I'm still like, wow, that's a long time. So, so that's cool. Yay. So, but I wanted to talk about it because I kind of mentioned I'm using hand sanitizer in the bathroom. Um, Not like all of the time, obviously. Like, I don't, I do wash my hands still. But the hand sanitizer there is supposed to supplement, just because I am kind of a like food service, and then COVID, I became like a big hand washer. If I wasn't already, um, I became a very large hand washer, and so I think I have made videos on here about supplementing hand washing, and so I have done hand sanitizer before. I have done little jars of wipes where I will keep wipes for a while and then use wipes to clean my hands multiple times, as long as they'll stay moist, because wipes also add to the footprint, but they're also clean. I've also done, I think, bleach water as a sanitizing agent. I tried like dish soap in water, but that didn't take off. I just tried that one here, and it wasn't really going anywhere. So I landed on hand sanitizer. It's a good one for now, and trying to back off on the washing hands. But I have been doing an initiative this year, that I have been towel bathing instead of showering. I've been showering once a week, with the exception of when I got my tattoo, because I didn't want to be sweaty when I went to the parlor, and then I ended up having to go in for an alternative appointment time. The first one was just a meet and greet type, and I thought we were doing the tattoo that day, and so I ended up showering twice that week. And then there has been some flexibility between when the weekends, if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, and with some flexibility in that. But otherwise, um, that was a way to cut down on water, and I was just outside for a lot of the time this summer, and so I was hand washing a lot of laundry, and that I've been doing laundry here. It is supposed to. We have a machine, so it is supposed to regulate based on how much laundry is in the machine. I can attest to whether or not it has been, but I didn't have enough clothes to get through the week, so I was rewashing, and I was doing laundry maybe 2 times a week sometimes, for about a month there, I'd say. So that's maybe a month and a half. So, but I do need to be clean for work. It is something. I did buy another pair of pants, so that means that I can go back to about 1 time a week. Yay! All I needed was one pair of pants. So the more you know. But if with I've been towel bathing instead, and I do have to be clean for work, and so I wipe down. I put my hair under a faucet in the bathroom. So I even if like sometimes the faucet is on a little long when I'm doing my hair, or if I do wait for the water to get hot sometimes. Um, that does run the water, it runs the water. But I still think that the initiative has been good. I was already trying to figure out how I want to do it next year. I kind of thought that, especially in the heat of the summer, a real shower just really helped to slough off like dead skin and dirt and sweat. The heat, like humidity, like actually taking the physical shower. I thought that having the moisture in the air, maybe, or because you're not like submerged in water when you're showering either, but it made such a big difference from when I was out, toweling off. And then, but also I wasn't, I guess, like pushing hard either. So, like like really, really scrubbing. I didn't have like a base, and I would just get the towel wet and then I'd use the wet towel. So, um, and that is the modified version, I guess, that I should probably open with. It wasn't like a basin and then dip in, scrub, and then it wasn't like CNA where I was like, now I'm going to, change the rag that I'm going to use for this part of my arm, and then so it wasn't like that. It wasn't very particular separate rag for the legs. Or like, now you're going to fold it this way. It wasn't like that. So it was just essentially one rag, maybe two, but I don't even know if we even did two, but but I think that the humidity, something about the physical shower, the environment of having that water, really did. And then using a large towel it made a huge difference. I was, but now I'm hardly sweating. I'm cold more often than not. But I do still do the towel bathing, and I do have the showers. So I'm trying to figure out how to move into next year, if I want to do 2 showers a week, or if I want to like 2 real showers a week. If I cut down the time, I kind of was like, since I only get 1 shower a week, I'm definitely going to allow it to take, however long it takes. So I don't think it ever got like excessive, like past like 25 minutes or 30. I don't know. I never had a timer in there, but I know when we were kids we would have the music on. No, we don't. It's been a long time since that. So we'd be like 6 songs. So that's like 24 minutes or whatever. But but no, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what next year will be, just because I think it is good to be conscientious, and in New Mexico, if they are having a drought, if they're having a water shortage, you can't shower every day. You have to shower every other day, and they limit you to 5 minutes. And that's how it is. And so, and where my grandfather lives. So, and that's just how it is. It's a different lifestyle, it's a different area. So, figuring out what will work best for next year, and maybe we can build some flexibility into it too, maybe depending on the season, or how gross I am. Like if I decide to pick up running again, or because most of the time my showers coincided with when I was mowing the lawn, because I got really, really gross on those days. So I was like, and now shower. So, but I haven't decided yet. I have through, I'm not even sure when we started. I think this initiative started sometime not, like January 1st. I think it was a little later. So I could guess and say like through April, maybe May, when we started, and keep doing the 1 shower. But the initiative, I said at least through 2025, I wanted it to be the 1 shower and then the toweling off. So some people, I've said best practices is every other day, which goes along with, I think, which went along with the New Mexico desert mountainous climbs. So I don't know. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you do, what you think. I'm so flexible, at least through 2025. Let's see what happens. I am going to keep doing this, and we are going to keep being conscientious. Again, there might be some moments where a lot of water is used, but I think the reduction in showers is a very, very big improvement. So it was primarily about the shower in this context. So that was this initiative. But all right, I'm gonna stop talking to you, and I will talk to you later instead. Bye.